Stop watching money content if you're not going to fix the one thing that actually matters. It's not your income. It's not your debt. It's deeper than that, and I'm not here to pile on. I'm here to show you what that one thing actually is, because once you see it, you can't unsee it. The gap between broke and wealthy isn't your salary or your zip code. It's the mental framework you're running on, the one that was installed in you before you ever got your first paycheck. By the end of this video, you're going to see exactly how that framework plays out in real life. The patterns, the habits, the daily decisions that feel normal but are quietly keeping you stuck. And more importantly, what to replace them with. No guru nonsense or theories, just the actual shift with receipts. You're watching M Cubed, Money Mindset Makeover. This isn't just a channel, it's a mindset revolution. Subscribe and elevate your money game and your life. Now let's get into it. Let me paint a picture. It's the 15th of the month and your rent cleared. Your car note cleared and 2 subscriptions you forgot about cleared. And now you're looking at your bank account like, how is this my life? You didn't blow your money on Lamborghinis. You didn't go to Vegas. You just lived. And somehow it's still gone. Sound familiar? Here's what's wild. According to a 2023 Bankrate survey, 56% of Americans can't cover a $1,000 emergency from savings, over half in one of the richest countries on the planet. And that's not because people are stupid or lazy. It's because we were never taught how to think about money, just how to earn it and spend it before someone else does. We grew up watching our parents stress about bills. We went to school for 12+ years and got 0 classes on investing, compounding, or building wealth. Then we graduated into a world with student loans, $2,000 month rent, and a gig economy that calls exploitation flexibility. You're not behind. You were set up to be behind. So I've got you. Guess what? The game can be learned. And the first lesson? It starts in your head. All right, let's break this down. Broke mindset versus wealth mindset. And I'm not talking about vibes. I'm talking about specific daily decisions that play out differently depending on the mental framework you're running on. Difference number 1, I can't afford it, versus how can I afford it? This sounds like a motivational poster. It's not. It's a neurological pattern. When you say I can't afford it, your brain closes the loop. Done. No more thinking. But when you say how can I afford it, your brain starts problem solving. It looks for angles. Robert Kiyosaki talked about this in Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And whether you love him or hate him, this one's legit. The wealthy don't accept financial limitations as final answers. They treat them as questions. Real example. 2 people want to invest $500. Person A says, I don't have $500. Brain shuts off. Person B says, how do I get $500 to invest by next month? They cut Hulu, pause DoorDash for 30 days, sell 2 things on Facebook Marketplace. Done. $500 moved. Same starting point, completely different outcome. Difference number 2, spending to impress versus investing to build. According to a study by Dr. Thomas Stanley, author of The Millionaire Next Door, the majority of actual millionaires in the US drive used cars, live in modest homes, and don't flex. Meanwhile, statistically, the people looking richest are often the most leveraged. The broke mindset says, I need people to see that I'm doing well. The wealth mindset says, I need my money to do things while I sleep. It's the iPhone 16 Pro Max on a payment plan versus dropping that same $35 a month into an S&P 500 index fund for 10 years. One impresses your Instagram followers for 6 months. The other? At a 10% average annual return, that $35 a month becomes over $7,000 in a decade without you touching it once. Flex different. Difference number 3, one stream versus multiple streams. Here's a stat that might mess you up. According to IRS data, the average millionaire has 7 streams of income. 7. Meanwhile, most of us are riding one and terrified to lose it. The broke mindset treats one job as security. The wealth mindset treats one income stream as a liability. This isn't about grinding yourself into burnout territory. It's about building systems, a digital product or a rental, a side skill that earns while you sleep. Even one additional income stream changes your entire financial risk profile. Real quick, have you explored any wealth mindset hacks? Any of the books, podcasts, seminars, coaching X? Drop those in the comments right now. I want to see what the M-Cubed community is working with and how we can help each other. Difference number 4. Reactive money versus proactive money. Broke mindset. Money comes in, bills go out, whatever's left gets spent. Wealth mindset. Money comes in, wealth goes first, the rest handles lifestyle. This is literally the pay yourself first principle. And it sounds cliche because it works and nobody wants to admit it. A 2022 Fidelity study found that people who automate their savings, even just 10%, are 2.5x more likely to reach their retirement goals than people who try to save manually. Because willpower is a limited resource. Your future self shouldn't have to fight your present self every payday. Automate it to remove the decision entirely. Difference none. Avoiding money talk versus learning money language. This one hurts because it's cultural. A lot of us grew up in homes where talking about money was taboo, maybe even rude, but probably at the very least private. Adults whispered about it. Kids weren't included. And so we became adults who feel anxious, guilty, and embarrassed about money, even when we're trying to do better. The wealth mindset treats money like a skill, like cooking or coding, something you learn, practice, and get better at over time. They read books, they have conversations, they make mistakes and study them. The broke mindset treats money like a judgment, like how much you have equals how much you're worth as a person. That shame keeps you from looking at your account, avoids your credit score, and hopes the problem fixes itself. Newsflash, it doesn't. Now here's where I want you to really hear me. This isn't about blaming yourself for having a broke mindset. It's not a moral failure. It's a learned pattern, and learned patterns can be unlearned. The wealthiest people in the world didn't start with money. They started with a model for how money works, and most of them got it from someone. A mentor, a book, a failure that cost them enough to pay attention. You're getting it here, right now, on a phone or a laptop or wherever you're watching this. Here's the actual shift. Stop thinking about money as something that happens to you. Start treating it as something you direct. You are the CEO of your finances, not your employer or your landlord. You. That means every dollar that comes into your life has a job, and you're the one assigning it, not the algorithm, not the ad that convinced you to buy something you didn't need at midnight. When you shift from reacting to money to directing it, even with $50, something changes, not just in your account, in how you feel about yourself. This is where broke ends and ownership begins. Look, there are two kinds of people watching this right now. Person 1 is going to nod, close the tab, and do exactly what they did yesterday. Person 2 is going to pick one thing from this video and actually do it this week. Automate a savings transfer. Sell something they haven't touched in a year. Open that investing app they downloaded 3 months ago and never used. If you're person 2, the M-Cubed Mavericks crew, then you already know. The mindset shift is just the beginning. The work is in the next step. So here's your one action. This week, ask yourself, how can I afford it? At least 3 times instead of I can't. Just 3 times. Watch what your brain starts doing. If you want to take the next step in this journey, the next video is on screen right now. The real cost of a baby and how to budget for it. And trust me, whether you're planning for kids or just planning for life, the financial framework in that one is going to change how you look at big expenses forever. See you there, M-Cubed Mavericks.